Turn my mic. Awesome. Yeah, okay. I was like, what's happening? All right. So, take two. Good morning and welcome to First Unitarian. Please rise and embody your spirit as we sing Building Bridges. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we could share such sweet harmony. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all of our voices and all of our visions, Friends, we could make such sweet harmony, building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we could make such sweet harmony. And now, because rounds are fun, let's do this as a round, and we'll have this side of the sanctuary. You'll be round part 1, and this side over here will be round part 2. So let's start round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Building bridges between our divisions. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we could make such sweet harmony. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all of our voices, with all of our visions, friends, we could make such sweet harmony. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we could make such sweet harmony. Beautiful, thank you.
Welcome to First Unitarian Church of Rochester. I'm Reverend AJ. I use he and him pronouns, and I'm one of the ministers that serves this congregation.
And I'm Amanda Graff, the Director of Religious Education. I use she, her pronouns. Here at First Unitarian Rochester, our mission is, through spiritual connection in community, we listen deeply to ourselves and others, open to wonder and transformation, and serve together with love and humility.
If you are new or new-ish here, please do stop by the welcome desk in our lobby so that we can help get to know you better and help get you connected around here. And after the service, during Connection, be on the lookout for the Inquirers series, where you can learn more about all the things we do here at First Unitarian. And if you're here today because you're going through a hard time or you're worried about somebody else who is, please don't hesitate to reach out. We have a trained and trusted lay pastoral care associate team, and Elise is here in the sanctuary wearing a beige and rainbow stole. You can connect with her during or after the service. A couple of quick announcements. Next Sunday is our homecoming service, our annual ingathering and beginning of the church year officially. We will return to 2 services right here in the sanctuary. And the Saturday before, this upcoming Saturday, we will be having a homecoming potluck picnic here on our grounds starting at 5 o'clock. So you won't want to miss this opportunity to be together in community for our homecoming.
And I am thrilled to see some of our parents and young people here with us this morning who I know from our program, and some who I don't know yet, and I'm excited to get to know. And I want to remind everybody that now is the time of year to register for religious education. It helps us so much and to get to look forward to knowing that you'll be with us. So if you're a parent, please register your children. It's also the time to sign up to volunteer. So both of those things would help us out so much. So now I would like to invite Candy Glaive forward to be introduced to the congregation. This is Candy. You can stand right in the middle. She is our new youth ministry and religious education coordinator. So, yay. Woo! so Candy is going to be leading our coming of age crew this year, helping out in youth group and also assisting me with all the work that has to be done to run our program. So we're so thrilled to have her energy and enthusiasm, depth, and insightfulness with us here at First Unitarian Rochester. And Candy, would you mind sharing one fun fact about yourself with us?
I can recite the alphabet backwards.
Ooh. All right. Well, you'll have to ask more about that. And now I hand it over to you to share about yourself with Candy in the coming weeks and learn more about her. We're really happy to have you here with us. Thank you. All right. Yay. As we settle into this sacred time and space back together in our sanctuary, let's take a deep breath together.
We acknowledge with respect the Seneca Nation, keepers of the Western Door, and part of the Haudenosaunee people, on whose ancestral and contemporary lands First Unitarian now stands.
I invite you to light a chalice wherever you are. Here in the sanctuary, the Simons family will light our chalice. Please join me. They'll come forward to light the chalice, and you all will be invited to join me in our unison words. Life is a gift for which we are grateful. We gather in community to celebrate the glories and the mysteries of this great gift.
Please rise in body and spirit one more time as we join in singing, I Know I Can. Though days be dark with storms and burdens weigh my heart, for troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. When sorrow heals my soul and burdens make me strong, though troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. And though the journey is long, the destination is near. For troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on.
Here we are on literally the last day of August, Labor Day weekend, the end of summer, as it were. And we come together in community. We come with backpacks, briefcases, purses, any kind of bag. And whether we got the memo or not to bring them, perhaps we come simply with pockets or hands that are full of the stuff of life, or those invisible backpacks, those spiritual knapsacks we carry with us always. We bring these companions, these tools, these symbols, these tokens of our daily lives into our sanctuary for blessing. We bring ourselves as laborers and learners, to honor the annual cycle of education, to honor the changes in our work, to honor the labor that we each do in our own many and varied ways. These transitions, this growth that we are grateful for, this change we seek as progressive people of faith, it is always happening. It always present with us as a companion in one way or another, and still we take time at this point in the turning of the year when the heat of summer cools, the heat of summer abates, and the cool winds of fall begin to blow. And many of us, especially the young people in our lives, but not just them, are beginning a new year of exploration and growth and learning.
So, this is how the next part of the service is going to go. We are going to hear a reflection or two from congregants, staff, and then you will be invited to come forward in 3 different waves. So, first we'll have a group of people come, and another group, and another group. And when your group is called forward, you will come to you can bring, if you brought a backpack with you to be blessed this morning, or a purse that you bring to work, or a briefcase, or any kind of bag that you bring with you, you can bring that forward to receive a blessing. And you'll get a heart from either myself or AJ, some words of blessing, and you can take this small token, stick it in a little pocket in your bag to bring with you as you go off to do the work of your life in this year to come. So you can carry this community, our love and blessings forward as you do the important work that you do.
And when after those blessings, we will have a musical benediction, as it were, a musical closing to each of those cycles that Pablo will lead us in a moment and teach to us in a moment. But first, to prepare us to enter into this service and this ritual, we offer these words of blessing from Reverend Nathan Ryan.
Be it real or metaphor, whatever is in your backpack or your briefcase or your purse that you've brought into this sanctuary that is weighing you down, leave it behind. Whatever you're carrying that is keeping you distracted or caught up in shame or guilt or hopelessness, leave it behind. If you need it, it will be there when we're done. But for this hour, just let it go. Come into this place with open hearts. Come into this place with a soul that has remembered how to be tender again. Come into this place with a renewed hope for this world. Come into this place ready to build a world we've always been worthy of and have always dreamed of.
So the musical meditation, which will eventually become a refrain we sing after the blessings, is called Call Down a Blessing. Simple text. I'll sing it through once and then invite you to join in. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. I should have told you there's 2 phrases, so we'll take 2. Let's sing it together. 1, 2, both phrases. And call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Now there's a little verse here. Peace before us, peace behind us, all around us and within us. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Love before us, love behind us, all around us and within us. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Strength before us, strength behind us, all around us and within us. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down.
Good morning. My name is Adriana. Hello. Good morning. My name is Adriana. I use she and her pronouns, and this is one of my favorite times of year. Growing up, I remember feeling restless during August, missing the bustle of school and craving the start of a fresh, new academic year. Of course, the excitement also came with some pretty standard worries. Would my teachers be boring? Would my friends be in my classes, or would I pass them in the hall? And what would people look like? There was always new haircuts and braces coming off, people being taller or tanner, and there always seemed to be one person whose face would change so drastically you'd have to do a double take and ask someone if that was really the same person from last year. Getting older means leaving those things behind, but the excitement never really went away for me. And having kids gave me the opportunity to share that excitement all over again with them. I never get tired of the feeling of a fresh start. Growing older means the world gets bigger too. Less about what my friends are doing and more about the shifts taking place outside. Everything seems to change so quickly some years. You go to bed one night and it's summer, but then you wake up and suddenly the air is crisp and you need a sweater to walk your morning walk around the garden. And maybe while you're driving, you have an overwhelming urge to listen to Don Henley's Boys of Summer. The late afternoon light, instead of dragging the days onward towards 9 p.m., becomes so intense, like it's trying to make up for lost time, only to disappear around 7. Just like that, the face of our world starts to change. Like a child outgrowing their button nose and trading it in for their dad's, growing facial hair, or finally getting tall enough to look straight at you instead of up. These things happen whether we're ready or not.
These cycles that take us through the year, whether the cycles of nature or ones that we have decided on as humans, the start of this and the end of that, they carry us. They help us to say hello and goodbye. And so the start of the school year is a big one of these in the lives of children, of parents, of teachers. And I wonder if any of our children who are in the sanctuary this morning, who brought their backpack or who came empty-handed, any of our children who are here would like to say a little something about what it's like for you this time of year getting ready to go back to school. Is there anybody who wants to say a little something? Yeah.
So, my name's Soraya, and I'm a bit scared for school because I don't have like any of my friends from kindergarten, but I do know someone that's going to be in my class from pre-K.
So you're going to want to clap every time. We're going to hear a couple, so let's save the clapping for the end. Thank you so much, Soraya. Yeah, just like Adriana was saying, when our friendships, things shift and change with these changes, and I'm glad you have a friend from pre-K. It's going to be with you. Did you want to say something too?
My name is Galen, and I'm going into 4th grade. I have some friends from 3rd grade.
Oh, hold on. I know it's hard. We love the children, don't we? Yeah. We just want to clap for them all the time. All right, I have a friend back here who'd like to share.
My name's Ashley, and I'm gonna have two of my friends from kindergarten and kindergarten and pre-K.
Yeah, so clearly this is really on your minds, right? Who are the friends that will be with you when you're starting school? So, is there anybody else who wants to share? Yeah, Tay.
I'm Tay, and I'm going into 2nd grade, and most of my class I know, so I'm mostly excited.
All right, let's hear two more. Anything you're feeling or thinking about while you're headed back to school?
My name is Maya, and I'm kind of feeling excited to go back to school, but I'm also feeling like there's going to be a lot of different things going on, but I'm just excited to go back to school and see what's next.
All right, and let's hear back here.
My name is Caden, and I'm going into 6th grade, and I'm both nervous and excited. I know some of my friends will be there, but it's middle school, so it's different.
Middle school's a big change. All right, let's see, one more, and then we'll give a round of applause or shaking hands or snaps for our children.
Hi, I'm Eva. I'm going into 7th grade, and I'm really excited to be starting foreign languages.
All right, how much do we love all of them? Yeah. All right.
Now we're going to invite up all those who are beginning a new school year, There we go. So now we are going to invite up all those who are beginning a new school year, whether in a classroom or in their home, whether it's the first year of preschool or the last year of high school or college or a year of higher education even. We're going to invite as well those parents and caregivers, teachers of students, any such students. May all those whose work is learning find blessing and challenge of new knowledge. May all be blessed by a holy curiosity and wrapped in love and safety, carrying the love of this community and the larger love that holds us all, always symbolized by these heart stones, carrying that love with you wherever your open heart and open mind leads you. May those parents, caregivers, and teachers of students be open to their own growth and learning, guiding those in your charge as life unfolds unexpectedly, and carrying the love and lessons of our living tradition of faith in all you do and say. May all those students and caregivers and teachers please come to the center now. May love surround you and bless you in the days of your work.
All that our church is and all that our church does is made possible by the time, talent, and treasure that we give to our shared mission. Members and friends support this congregation financially through recurring giving, and on Sundays, we also give through our shared collection. As part of the spiritual practice of generosity, 50 cents of every dollar given now to our offering will go to the Eastern Service Workers Association. ESWA unites Monroe County's lowest paid and often most essential workers in building and running a self-help mutual aid benefit program for day-to-day survival, while building up collective strength through independent organization to attack the root cause of the exploitation of our people and our planet. Our collective generosity today will help ESWA meet the moment amid the current catastrophe of cuts in food assistance, medical care, the high cost of necessities, and other attacks on poor and working people. Using Church Center is the easiest way to give, but if you aren't set up with the app yet, you can also give by texting GIVE and the amount you would like to give to the number on the screen or in the offering baskets that will now be passed. In the spirit of abundance and generosity, the offering will now be given and humbly received.
Hi again. I'm Candy Glaive. I use she, her pronouns. I have a sticker on my work binder that says, "You're a human being, not a human doing." And I kind of disagree. One of the first questions we're usually asked by a stranger is, "What do you do?" Especially in a job interview. So Here are some of the doings I have done. You ready? Assistant manager at McDonald's, assistant manager at a music store, insurance agent, newspaper delivery person, restaurant hostess, call center manager, chiropractic assistant, you got it? Nutrition educator, cleaner, sound and color therapy healer, pre-K teacher, factory worker. Why am I telling you all of this? Because all of those doings helped me to be more empathetic, be more compassionate, be more musical, be more aware of deer when driving in the early morning, be more in tune with my mind and my body's needs, be a better listener, be mindful of my surroundings, be more playful, be grateful for monotony, and be more curious about the world. You're a human being, not a human doing. I don't think they're separate. I think that they coexist. Each experience, no matter how ordinary or challenging, has shaped the way that I see the world and the way that I show up in it. The jobs, the routines, the responsibilities, they weren't just tasks to get through, they were lessons. And together they've built a foundation for who I'm becoming. So maybe the truth is that being and doing are partners. What we do shapes who we are, and who we are guides what we choose to do next. And in this constant exchange, we're always creating ourselves. And that's why I'm grateful for every single doing in my past, because they've given me the chance to keep learning how to be right here, right now, with all of you.
We'll now invite forward all those recognizing a work transition, whether it's upcoming soon or has happened already in the past year. I'm talking about first jobs, new jobs, lost jobs, retirements. If the relationship to your work is changing, then this is the time for you to come up. May you honor this transition, naming what may be lost, acknowledging what no longer will be, and welcoming what comes next with openness and wonder. Knowing who and what you are in the deepest sense is never fully defined by your labor. May you commit to center love in all that you do, holding the love and care of this community of faith and the larger love that holds us all, always in your heart. And may you take this heart stone token as a reminder of that. Please come to the center now.
Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down.
As you may have noticed, I'm delighted to have my family here, my parents and sibling and wife and little one. Now, having my own little one, Hazel, to care for and to teach about the world, part of my labor, has me reflecting on the things that I learned growing up and things that I have to unlearn. For example, that awkward dance of getting to know a new person at a party, and often, as Candy said, with that question of, well, what do you do? Right? Or asking that, what is your job? Now, not only does this question assume that the person I'm talking to has a job, which isn't actually always the case, it also prioritizes that somebody's job, their labor, or their labor in exchange for money is the most important thing, or the first thing to find out about somebody. So I try to unlearn that initial way of engaging with people that I think many of us learned, and instead I try to ask something like, well, how do you spend your time? Which is nice because that allows someone to respond with however they interpret the question, whatever's meaningful for them. They might answer about their hobbies or other important things in their life. But even that question, how do you spend your time, uses a financial metaphor. Time as a resource, like money that is spent. And if I'm feeling particularly, it's either brave or maybe a little cynical or a little bit of an instigator, I might jokingly ask the question as, so, how do you justify your existence? That's not the full question, that's not the full sentence. How do you justify your existence under capitalism? The joke being that I do not think anyone needs to justify their existence. I am a Unitarian Universalist minister. All people are whole, holy, and deserving of a full life regardless of what one does or doesn't do. But the joke, I think, acknowledges, or is in the acknowledging of the elephant in the room, that it is incredibly hard, in fact, it's basically impossible, to survive and simply exist in this country if one doesn't have some way of acquiring money or already having it. And this is where our economic system of capitalism, especially in the current form of unfettered vulture capitalism with the extreme wealth inequality and virtually unchecked exploitation of workers by corporations and corruption at the highest levels of government, I could go on. This economic and political system that we have, that we seem to have found ourselves in, does not really seem compatible with my most deeply held religious convictions as a Unitarian Universalist. All souls are worthy. Everyone has a right to flourish with dignity. And yet the way our system works, it rests upon a noble myth, or ignoble myth, as it may be, that everyone is rewarded in proportion to how hard they work, a meritocracy. But we know that there are those who inherit their wealth or have positions of power and influence where they don't contribute nearly as much as the actual working class to the economy and to the goods and services that consumers in our society actually rely on. Meanwhile, there are some who have so few money, resources, and connections that they struggle to even enter the working class. If you don't have enough money to have a car, it's hard to get to a job, for instance. And so this noble mythos of America would say that people put themselves in such situations, but this is by and large a lie. And even when it isn't somebody's own fault for the economic plight they are in, a system which punishes human mistakes with dehumanizing poverty is not a system of love and justice. There are people who will tell you that homelessness must exist in our society, or people will lack the motivation to work. But this is a vile theology that leads not only to abuse and exploitation of the already vulnerable, but it also sells a dark lie about humanity, that we need some motivation, that we are indigent and lazy unless forced into otherwise. But my faith tells me that people do not need the threat of hell to be good, and people do not need the threat of homelessness to want to contribute to society. For all the failings and mistakes that people make, for all the reasons why our capacity for evil is a very real part of the human condition, I cannot shake my own faith that when brought into systems of love and mutual care, people are motivated to labor earnestly together and contribute to the collective good. And thankfully, I know that I am not alone. Not only is there a cloud of witnesses in our shared faith tradition lifting up the value of all human life, there is also a robust labor movement spanning centuries of our nation and many nations' history, working hard for a better world today. Labor Day, as much as it is a co-opting of that movement to make it more palatable and less threatening to the owning class, is still a day to celebrate and organize with others working for a better world and a better tomorrow. To work with others who share that vision of a world where everyone's labor is possible, honored, understood in its diversity, and equitably compensated. So if you would like to be part of supporting and celebrating this movement, know that folks from our congregation, from our This Is What Democracy Looks Like group, are gathering to cheer on the Rochester Labor Day Parade tomorrow around 11 or 11-ish. The parade starts at 11, but our folks will be gathering in front of the Rochester Convention Center, and so the parade will arrive sometime after 11 to that point. And this will all be followed by festivities at the Red Wing Stadium, so bring chairs, sunglasses, sunscreen, and water, whatever you need to be comfortable. If you purchased a Side with Love shirt from us recently, please show up wearing that and bring signs to support labor, noisemakers, and your own cheering voice. And now I would like to invite our final reflection from Logan.
Good morning. My name is Logan, and I use he, him pronouns, and I don't have a job. Well, at least not in the sense that most of you are used to hearing about. I don't sell my labor. I'm not an artist, not a student. I'm disabled and very severely chronically ill. My full-time job is taking care of myself. My main goal for each workday, in big letters at the top of my to-do list, is to stay out of the emergency room. And I succeed about half the time. So let me walk you through my typical day. Not a good day, because those are few and far between, and not a bad day, because I'm not trying to kill the vibe, but just my average day. If I manage to fall asleep at all the night before, my day starts asleep, which tends to be my favorite part. I'm not consciously aware of the pain when I'm asleep. But when I wake up, the first thing I'm aware of is pain. First thing in the morning, I haven't adjusted to it yet, so the pain and the other symptoms are extremely overwhelming. It can take anywhere from 2 to 6 hours for that to calm down and for me to be adjusted enough to the pain to the point where I can watch TV. And that's usually the next thing I do with my day. I watch TV. Another task on my daily to-do list is to learn something new, so I usually opt for a documentary about something that I know nothing about. Staying distracted from the pain is key to getting through my workday. And guess what? Taking care of me isn't a one-person job. My husband Lucas stays home with me every day and is paid through insurance to take care of me. He does all the cooking and cleaning and bills and doctor's appointments and calls to insurance and every monumentally exhausting administrative piece that comes with being sick and disabled, because I can't do that. And he also makes sure that I stay alive. I see 2 to 4 doctors a week, and he has to keep all of those appointments and medications and the prior authorizations we always need for everything locked up tight in his brain, because my brain does not work well enough to keep all of that straight. And as you can imagine, there's not a single job, remote or otherwise, that would hire me. I'm unreliable. You can't count on me to be in the office at 8 a.m. every day, ready to work 8 hours. Sometimes, come 8 a.m., I still haven't slept all night. Even if I have, both hips, both wrists, several fingers, and my jaw are all dislocated every morning, so 8 a.m. is when I'm putting my body back together. You can't count on me. Except I think you'd find that every single one of my friends says the opposite. You can absolutely count on me to be kind, caring, open, and understanding, to name a few things. The most important job on my to-do list every day, though, and what I'm going to challenge all of you here to do, is I find one thing to smile about every single day. When things are this hard and painful, it's easy to go days without smiling. So I purposely seek out smiles in my daily life, and I've never failed to find something to smile about when I really search for it. I've found my smile in jokes from Lucas, in heartfelt texts from my friends, and today I found my smile reflected in all of your beautiful faces. So seek out your smile every day and be purposeful about it. You never know where you'll find it, and that's the beauty of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Logan. And now for our last blessing, we invite all the workers, which is everyone who hasn't yet been blessed. Because no matter how you spend your days, how you contribute, no matter how you spend your days, you do contribute to the tapestry of life to the weaving of community, to the writing the story of our collective liberation together. Whatever it is and however you understand it, your work is holy and not the whole of you. Each of us has work that deserves to be blessed. Each of us deserves blessing, and each of us can be a blessing. May all gathered here in labor in the service of love, in pursuit of a more loving and generous society, with compassion and care at the center, and an abiding sense of holy connection grounding and surrounding us. May it be so. Amen, and blessed be. Everyone who has not come forward, please do so now for a blessing. May all be blessed. May all our bags and all that we carry with us and all that we are be blessed all the days of our lives. And please rise in voice, body, and spirit now for our closing hymn, We Shall Be Known.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round and tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the web. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. So, we're going to sing this one more time. I felt some clapping coming on that didn't materialize, so let's do it. 3 and 4 and we shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round and tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the web. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
It is time now for connection, because Sunday doesn't stop just when our worship does. We have the Inquirer series for folks who are new or getting to know us, or who just need to learn more about the particular topic of the day, which is faith development for our youth and children. So that'll be in a room 119, just through that door and around the back. So that is where the Inquirer series is. This is what democracy looks like. That group is gathering in Gilbert Hall. You can hear more about the plans for Labor Day tomorrow. And there's freeze tag on the lawn. And I think some other games on SBA patio and all sorts of fun stuff happening. So that is intergenerational freeze tag, all ages.
Tag. You are all welcome to come, and we will do our best to accommodate and make it a game that works for everybody. More and more, I feel like playing is the way to go forward. So come play with us, and we'll figure out how to make it all work.
I invite you now to join me in the words to extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. As you go out into your week, into your year ahead, to whatever labors lay before you, may you be blessed with a holy curiosity to learn and grow. May you honor the changes and transitions of your life and your work. May you be surrounded by love in the work of your days. Go in peace, go in blessing. I love you.